Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. It's a very short kick taken by an up man, and he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
12. Hey, gun. Check. I got you. 21. Flag! Hey, orbit. 21.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard
What?
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hey, 0.
From the 29, Wilson. He completes this one to Mack. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
14.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right, and that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. On second down, a run with Breida. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
24.
Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Hey, gun. One, Omaha. I got you. Hey, seam six. Go ahead.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively, giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage. Not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, gun. 11. Kill. Turn up. SOS.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Jared Reed has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Lock.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Got a man, that's Richie James. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wilson. Flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. On 1st down, here's Breida. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give coming right is Breida. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 6-0 our score after 1.
The score, Niners 6, Seahawks 0.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They run with Breida. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Flag 90. Bang out, bang out, bang, bang. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Hey, I got you. Mike's 59. Mike's. They got 4 down. Pick it up. Check 50. Check. Look. You got tight right there. Slam.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Watch twins. Check. White. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Rush in.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check the hot read. Check 9. 21. Here we go.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Coleman. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
At the 16-yard line.
What? 380. 6, right there. 56. You got nothing today. 19. You got nothing. 49. Check 49. One fluff. Check. 56 is the mic. 6 man. Check curls. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. 26.
On first down, Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Now the Seahawks call. The second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
21, 12, fellas, here we go. Shift. 2, 11. Jim. Under 10, 10. Check three.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And it bangs off the right upright. No good. So we've reached halftime here in a low-scoring affair. 6-0 is our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Back. Hey, watch this.
Oh, look at that. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Touch 50.
They run again with Breida. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Breida. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now it's Breida. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Alert. 14. No pass. Off. Check nickel.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you. Lock. Switch it. 65. Hey, box truck. Check 13.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
57. White. Hey, exit. 11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On 2nd and very short, Wilson eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Lockett. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's 3rd down and 5.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Let's go, let's go. Here we go. 20. Hey, alert. 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 11. 11. 11. 11. Kill. 6. 6. SOS.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11. 42-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm here all day.
21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And now look at him go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And 3 at the Seahawks 12-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
65. 13. White.
He's coming. We got double up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead.
Watch twitch. Check 37. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
11.
Rush in.
I got you.
Switch. Shoot. Check.
Hey, gun.
Check. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
21.
On second down, it's Coleman, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Wait,
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. Check 9.
I got you. Lock.
Check 26. Check 99.
11.
It's a safety creep.
Hey, alert.
It's Coleman here. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Wilson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Seahawks take over.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
I'm coming. 2 times.
Hey, good job right there.
Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Jim. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Great job, man. Keep getting those touchdowns.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural. But
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Niners, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.